Obviously, I had a bit of a longer season, being away at the Euros. I managed to get the 10 days off in between. I'd like to have less because I'd like to have been further in the competition, but it was my first session back with the boys on Monday. So it was a short break, but a very exciting summer with highs and lows, and then I managed to get a wee trip over to see my family at the end of it, which was nice. Obviously, building up to the Euros, it will be the longest I've been away from my family. It's a minimum of 4 weeks. I'll be sad that I might miss them with some kind of crucial stages. There'll be a strong possibility that my daughter, by the time I go away, she'll be sitting up. I'm hoping my wee boy speaks any day. He's 18 months, he can say a couple of things, but I'm hoping that he starts to burst into song soon enough. I didn't miss too much. My wee boy's still not speaking, sadly. However, my wee girl's tripled in size. So no, she's my wee girl's becoming a right bruiser. So try and get her in a centre half, no doubt. But nah, she's changed the most. But my wee boy's still a wee bit more moody, but on the whole, he's the same. It was very, very intense. I think a wee bit of an emotional roller coaster. A complete difference of kind of life for that 4 weeks. Everyone knew it was at stake. Everyone knew what we had managed to achieve, and we were hoping to achieve more. Sadly, that wasn't to be the case, but what an experience, and one I'll never forget.
I thought Stephen O'Donnell was exceptional, and Billy was just behind him.
Obviously, I thought I performed well against England, as the team did. But I think the same in the Czech game and the Croatia game. I think both myself and the team, we could have done better, and it'll always be a frustration, but it had been a long, long time and none of us had experienced it. It was the full nation was behind us, and naturally then that comes a full nation's worth of opinions. You can't help but notice some of it, but it's trying to block out as much as you possibly can. And look, I think it can affect me maybe a little bit internally, and then probably more so immediately afterwards. I think you can naturally get dragged down a wee bit low. And obviously it was nice to kind of answer some of the critics with the performance at Wembley, but then it will just come straight back. And I'm sure the Croatia game had similar comments, but you need to, as a player, focus on one person's opinion, and that's the manager's. It's the thing I've kind of thrived off most of my career, is when a manager places that trust in me, and I tend to reward them with better or more consistent performances, and that's something I'll hopefully continue to do. I think certainly as a general experience, the first thing that stood out was the fans' reaction. The fans, when we were turning up to the first game, was I'd never seen it before. When we arrived in the airport, everyone clapping, everyone just right behind us, the flags, the tooting when we were driving by in the bus. It was certainly something special, and obviously the disappointment of not qualifying for the next round was obviously that was the goal and the objective, but all these wee things that were going on in the background were great experiences, and thoroughly enjoyed that side of it. It's kind of the first day at school for me on Monday. There's a lot of new faces. Won't know me, I don't know them, and you want to try and impress and continue to hopefully keep standards as high as possible to have what will be a more positive season, hopefully, for Motherwell. I wouldn't have really dipped. It would be more trying to just manage me. I think 10 days, if you'd been injured for 10 days, you'd be looking to come back, train a couple of days and be fit for the Saturday if needed. Hopefully the fans will be raring to come back in. Fans are the heart of football, and without them it's not really, it doesn't mean the same, it isn't the same. And seeing the season ticket sales going well, and the money they've raised for the people with low incomes is exceptional, and something I'm immensely proud of to be part of in Lanarkshire. I think first and foremost it needs to be improvement from last season. I think obviously the way it ended was a bit disappointing, because we could have ended the season very well, but improvement is the most important thing at any football club. Obviously last season it was difficult when we were so good and finishing third before I came, but looking to improve, getting everybody in, and again showing a brand of football that the fans can be happy with and can bring success.